Okay, everybody, we are at the last stages of putting this beauty together. Look how nice it is. Look how tall this thing is. Now, while it's standing right now, I was going over and checking, pull those ears off, try to yank them, and they're pretty strong. I want to go over real quick right here. This empty compartment over here have this glass that needs to go there. It's magnetic. This thing will just go there, okay? And when you need to pull it, you're just gonna pull it here from the side. Now, underneath it, right there, this is where all the wires for your remote system gonna go, and this is where your receiver gonna go. Let's pull the salad out real quick so you guys can see. You got here everything. There is a big mess up thing going on here. Okay, so this what happened when you buy it, like the plug and play, not the bind and fly. So you have a lot of things, but everything is actually marked what is it going to be, so it's not a big deal at all. Okay, and then there is here kind of mixer that they did, so it's all over there and it's all good. Okay, now let's put this thing back because this is not what we're going to do right now. And you push it everything back, and pop, pop, this can go there for now. So we don't really need to close it because I'm going to open it in a few seconds, but I will put this thing back. And then we have here a hole in the airplane. So what we need is the last antenna that's left in the group, and on this one we're just gonna again put some more glue, let it work for a second. It's gonna stick through. Push this thing in, take it out, push it back in, and give it a second, and then lift, spray, and shove it back in. And now we have the last antenna installed and ready to go. Let's wipe some of the kicker. That's it. This is set up. Now, this airplane needs to fly somehow, and it's a power source that's running the propeller that's pulling the aircraft. Now, the propeller and the motor compartment is right here. And it's actually a big system. Look how big this motor is. This is a big Outrunner. It's a huge Outrunner actually. And what you need to see right now is the compartment here for your battery. You can do like a 4,000 all the way to 7,000 milliamp battery. So this is going to be a huge battery to actually install in it. Now, this is actually pretty cool. The chrome pieces for the fake turboprop. This is really nice. And then now we have to go ahead and put on this the propeller. So to put the propeller, we're gonna have to remove the nut first. We have also the spinner, and we have the propeller that, again, if you missed it earlier, I really don't like how they painted it. I really don't like it. And it's looked like this propeller, like when they make it, it was like two different pieces. So it's kind of funny right there, but it's not really matter to us right now. What you do, you're gonna put it in, and you want to grab it a little bit and see this is gonna fit right there. Now I'm not putting the nut on it yet. I just want to put the spinner and see when you put the spinner that the spinner actually gonna fit to where it's supposed to go. And this is how it's gonna sit. And now we need to start doing a very gentle work. We're gonna pull this thing back out, and then we're gonna pull this thing out back, and I'm gonna show you something that it's a mistake that I just did in the video. This is your washer. It needs to come out. Then you put the propeller, because the propeller need to see there is small grooves over there that it will fit in, and now it's fit better. Then you put your washer, and on top of the washer you grab your safety nut and you close in this. Now there is a special, like, you know, it's I think this is 14 millimeters. I was too lazy to go get one because it's too hot outside, so I'm just gonna close it with one of those. I know people will not shut up about it right now in the comment below, but it's good. It's actually bringing more traffic, so go start bashing on it right now. So what I'm doing, I'm turning the propeller, and each time I'm adding a little bit torque on it, just a tiny bit of torque, not too much. That's it. And now it's okay, it's strong. Let's do one more, just a little bit more. Yeah, I don't think this is ever going to open again, but trick that I like to do, okay? You take a little bit Loctite, and that's it, okay? What the Loctite will do, the Loctite gonna prevent it after it's dry from actually be able to go outside. You don't really need to put the Loctite on the nut itself. What you do, you put it actually on the thread, and then it's create a layer of plastic, and then it could go loose, but it's not gonna go through the plastic. It's not gonna let it through. Let's put one more drop here. That's it. Now it's perfect. I'm gonna turn it for a second, just so it's kind of gonna go all over. Oh, we're flying, stop it. Okay, now it's good. Now we're gonna take our spinner, a badly painted spinner. Okay, now when you put the spinner, like, okay, so it's pretty loose, but I'm gonna try to adjust it so it's gonna be right in the center, because it's gonna look really nice. And then we're gonna put here, this is the safety screw that will hold it in, so it's not gonna fly off. And 1 second, let's pull this thing back off. You know, it will be probably impossible to get a spinner, so let's not take a chance with it. Just tiny bit amount of Loctite. Actually, I put small amount, and I will wipe some of it off. Just so we're gonna have something over there, so we're not gonna have the propeller flying off. After all the experience that I have with aircraft along the years, those things really on high speed like to fly off. Now, if you think that this it's wrong thing to do to put the Loctite, let me explain to you why. This airplane have they did a vectoric thrust that can actually reverse it. So you can reverse the thrust, and this thing's supposed to go reverse. So if the propeller can go reversed, it means that the power that you're actually going to fit to it gonna go reversed as well. And what will happen is your entire system here will push the screws outside. It will open the screws. So this is why I'm putting the Loctite on this. And talking about that, so let me explain something. I'm going to put a different remote because I don't want to put my Spektrum remote on it. I don't think that it's good enough. I think it's good enough for smaller aircraft. I don't want to put it on this. So I'm going to use a Graphene remote, and then I learned that with the Graphene remote I'm not going to be able to use the vectoric thrust reverse. So what it does, actually just reversing the motor for you for landing, so the motor will turn forward and then suddenly turn backwards to push air away. So it's not going to be able to do that, but I'm going to try to figure out a way to do that. There's always a way. They're claiming that only like their smart system will be able to do that. I don't really believe so, because it's only a signal that gets sent from the remote, and it's going to be like zeros and one, go forward, go backwards. So I'm sure that much more sophisticated system will be able to do that. Now, this is actually set up pretty good, and I don't think this is going anywhere. Let's put this in. So first thing, you put the lip over here. You put the lip first, so aerodynamic value is going flowing on top of it. And then this fall in, this go here, and then you hear it snapped. And then let's remove that. And now the moment you all been waiting for, ladies and gentlemen, the heavy champion, world heavyweight champion of the world. To say it twice, it's always confusing. We're gonna put, this is our boom that actually the wing is gonna go on top. So this will carry the airplane. This is also your CG. So you see right now, it's kind of suspending in the air and it's kind of pretty smooth. This is how it's supposed to be. Let's bring it back down. And then, let's see, this is all closed. Now, here's the tricky part. I need to move my table away because it's such a big wings, and the wings will need to fit. So, let's start with this wing. So, I'm gonna remove those pieces. 1 and 2. I'm removing them completely right now. I don't want them to be in the aircraft, so it's not going to disturb anything. And I'm going to take the wings, going to get some support and grab it in and put this right there, and then it slide in, and one wing is kind of semi-installed. It's good for now. And then we're gonna go to the other wings, and I have to do the same thing. It's a big airplane. This is a really big airplane. It's taking the entire room. Let's see, I don't think that it will fit over here. This is a 15 by 10 room, and it's bigger than the room. So very interesting. So I will show you that this is going to be adjustment pin, but it's not. It's just a piece that over there, probably for a vent or something on the real aircraft. Okay, fit in, and that's it. The aircraft is ready. Let me move away real quick so I can actually manipulate it so you guys can see how big this thing is. This is that big, okay? That big. This is how big it is. It's so big. So this was the first video about how to put it together. Now I'm gonna do 2 more videos. Then the following video is gonna be how to do the plug and play version and how to put a different remote on it. And the following videos are gonna go in flight and show you guys a couple tricks. Now the book does show how to balance everything and how to set up your elevators and how to set up your ailerons and everything. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up everything with their setup, and then I'm going to set up my setup. I'm going to set up what I'm comfortable to fly with. And what I do usually is I set it up on dual rate by the factory setting, and then I do another programming with my setting that I can change in midair, and I go into a good altitude and I test it and I see what I like better, because whatever the factory do is good for safety, but it's not good for you, like as a person, as a pilot. You want a little bit more than that, so you're going to be more successful and better maneuverable. So don't forget, like, subscribe and share, and hit this little heart on the bottom and give us some money. No, I'm just kidding. If you want to donate to the channel, there is a small link on the bottom. And again, we take your money, and what we do, we actually buy better gear, like for the airplanes, to show you guys stuff for the RC cars, and we buy better cameras to give you guys kind of slow motion and give you guys some crashes and do other special effects and other stuff that you guys want to see that costs a lot of money to do if we're paying for it. Don't forget, like, subscribe and share. This is Eric RC Monster Garage, MotoStyles Hobby Shop. Bye.